Today on Eagle Nation News, Brenna Gibbons previews the brand new iPhone 11.
Casey Boston highlights one prosperous student who is making a difference one student at a time. How has the change in his lifestyle affected the lives of others?
And finally, Nate Tompkins is in studio with the latest on what fans of popular TV series The Voice are all pushing for.
Eagle Nation News starts
right now. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Tuesday, September 24th. I'm Jordan Ramsey.
And I'm Madison Wells. So, Jordan, I don't know about you, but I have a Samsung, and let's be honest, they're the best phone.
Well, Madison, I actually prefer iPhones, and I'm only on the 7, but they actually just came out with an iPhone 11. Brenna Gibbons reports.
With Apple constantly coming out with new products, it's hard to keep up with what the new features are.
Yes, so I love it because of the color. I originally had the iPhone 7, but the new phone comes in a color that I actually like rather than just the original like rose gold and then black and then silver. What I like most about it though is the camera. It's a lot better than what I had originally, the 7 Plus. It's a lot clearer, and you can also it comes with 2 cameras. One I think being the portrait and the other one just being the regular. It's kind of like the exact same thing as the iPhone X, but just a little bit different because of the color and the camera.
I like the camera quality in the phone because it's supposed to be really good and really HD. So right now I have the iPhone XS. I already like the camera on my phone, but the iPhone 11 has a really better camera.
So if you haven't checked out the new iPhone 11 yet, I would definitely recommend to do so. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Brenna Gibbons. Prosper.
Trump reportedly blackmailed the nation of Ukraine into investigating the son of former Vice President Joe Biden behind the scenes. The president commanded his chief of staff to hold back $400 million in military aid. Trump told Pentagon and State Department officials that he had concerns about the aid in July, but until recently, it was unknown what those concerns actually were. Lawmakers have been calling the act extortion and are currently considering impeachment.
Just last week, Frisco ISD became aware that one of their own students may have contracted and gone to school with typhoid fever. Typhoid is a very dangerous bacterial infection that is very rare in industrial countries like the U.S. and spreads through food, water, and close contact with anyone infected. Frisco ISD spent this past weekend vigorously deep cleaning their schools and are planning to change their health codes in order to better prevent dangerous situations like this. Now, Casey Boston is in studio with your Fast Forecast.
Thank you, Madison. Today will be partly cloudy with a 10% chance of rain. Currently, it's 83 degrees, but it will feel like it's 92 degrees. It will be decently windy today with the wind traveling at around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow looks like there's a chance of thunderstorms later in the afternoon. Thursday looks cloudy, and Friday should be sunny. Looking into this weekend as of right now, it looks partly sunny with the highest chances of rain being from 1 to 4 p.m. Be sure to tune in every day for the most recent weather updates. With your Fast Forecast, I'm Casey Boston. Back to you guys at the desk.
The Voice is saying goodbye to one of its original judges. Nate Tompkins tells us more after this. Now we send it over to Nate Tompkins in studio with your Talent Talk update brought to you by Corbridge Orthodontics.
After 16 straight seasons, singer-songwriter Adam Levine did not appear on the judges panel last night on season 17 of NBC's The Voice. Levine addressed that he would be departing from the show a few months back, saying that he is honored to have been a part of something he will cherish for the rest of his life. In his place, singer-songwriter Gwen Stefani returned for her 4th season. The Voice responded saying that they miss Adam, but asked the public to join them in welcoming back Gwen and sharing heartfelt gratitude to Adam. Social media saw many fans of the show campaigning to get Levine back. When TV host Carson Daly announced that Adam made the decision to leave The Voice, he said Adam was one of the original coaches who launched the show, winning the competition 3 times and inspiring many of the artists that he worked so closely with over the years. He'll always be a cherished member of the Voice family, and we wish him nothing but the best. Be sure to head over to our Twitter and Instagram and let us know what you think of Adam Levine's departure from The Voice and if you think he will be returning. That's all the time I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Prosper High School has been the temporary home to many students from all over the world.
One Prosper student has opened their home to many of these students for over 5 years. Casey Boston has more.
Troy Barenberg is no ordinary junior at Prosper High School. He and his family have been a host family for foreign exchange students for many years. But what made him want to help complete strangers from thousands of miles away experience life in America?
So an old counselor, Miss Sullivan, she actually texted my mom and was wondering if we could possibly watch an exchange student just for like a month, just so we can get him out of a home, like the bad home that he was in. That was 5 years back, and he was from Spain, and it was like a really fun experience. So my mom asked me, and then I was the one that convinced my parents to actually let him stay for the whole year. It's definitely like something that's like helped me like mature, because it helps me expose myself to other cultures and then help me grow, because I'm an only child, but now that I have a bunch of exchange students in the past that were older, it helped me like shape who I am today. So that's Mireia. She's from Spain, and we've pretty much we explored Dallas with my mom. It's just like a fun experience because I get a little sister for the first time in a while.
Moving away from your family can seem very difficult, but moving from one country to another can be even harder.
The most different thing is that here I have lunch in high school and there I have lunch at home, and my school finishes at 2:30. Here I have an older brother. Back in Spain I have a younger brother. That's the most different thing. I think I'm living like a really American experience here because it's a huge high school, and yeah, there are a lot of people. I have been in the football games, and yeah.
Mireia will be living here until school gets out in the spring. If you see her or any other exchange students walking the hall, be sure to welcome them in. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Casey Boston. Prosper.
Now we send it over to Maggie Hale with your Game Time Sports Update.
This week is a busy week in the world of sports. Tonight, volleyball will play at McKinney Boyd at 5:30. If that's a little too far for you, then don't fret because the tennis team will be taking on Allen at home at 4 o'clock. Thursday, the hockey team will be back at it again, and they will have their hardest game of the season as they take on Keller. The game will be at 8 o'clock at the McKinney Star Center. So if you're looking to get out of the Texas heat, then make sure you're there to cheer on the boys. And finally, Friday is packed with tons of sports. Tennis is at home again at 4. Volleyball is at Plano West at 5:30, and the football team will play in their second district game against Plano East. Kickoff will be at 7, but the community Pink Out Pep Rally will be hosted before. If you want to hear more sports like this, be sure to tune in every day for your Sports of the Week. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Madison Wells.
And I'm Jordan Ramsey. Live long and prosper.